Alright, it's time for another week. ZTGD Radio. This episode 892. For May the 4th be with you.
Ugh.
Oh shit! It is May the 4th. That's right.
Yeah.
I appreciate Ryan's response.
Yeah, that's.
Ugh.
Man, you just take the joy out of
That's
everything. I can't.
That's
May
a
the
that's a
4th.
very me response.
Well, I mean, you could always wait till tomorrow when it's Revenge of the 5th.
No,
Yeah,
listen. First of all, it's
I
always
appreciate that it had a different effect.
Cinco de Mayo. But I will say that Revenge of the 5th, May the 4th be with you, sucks ass. But the Revenge of the 5th, I gotta say, okay, that one's kind of clever.
It's just another day. But they're gonna be real nerds about it tomorrow. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking nerds.
Anyway, let's talk about video games, gentlemen. What do you say?
Right.
Can you introduce
Nerds.
yourself?
Like,
I want you to know that when you said that, I pushed my glasses up.
Excellent. That was the effect I was going for.
Are those the glasses that can see 60 frames a second?
He doesn't have
No.
glasses that can see 60 frames a second.
Even with glasses, I can't see.
Well, I
60
thought maybe he went to the doctor.
because of my disability that Ken loves to make fun of me for.
yeah, they weren't able to correct it for him.
Now you know me. I'm
Yeah,
super.
we're adding
ableist
frames
over here.
to your eyes, sir.
Yeah. I'm gonna file an ADA complaint against Ken.
That's fine. This isn't an accredited workplace, so it doesn't count.
You're implying that there's still staff in that, anyways. So
Oh shit! All right, let's talk about video games. Anthony, do you wanna go first?
man, I haven't played shit. That's not true. I've played more Vampire Crawlers. Yeah, like I think part of it is like I've been writing my fucking review for Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection.
Man, you
There's
like fucking George R.R. Martin writing that review. God damn.
Dude, it's been sitting there. I have it mostly written, and then I keep going. Am I getting too far into the fucking weeds with this shit? Like,
I promise, it's just a review
Literally,
about Mega Man games.
so well, here's the thing. We know who I am. I can't stop being me.
Batman.
No, Batman doesn't have the level of autism I'm working at.
Oh no, that motherfucker got mental issues, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he's not special for them. Anyways, the thing is, like, the biggest sell I have is, hey, if you want to play the Mega Man Star Force games, and you go, I'm gonna just buy the original DS cartridges. Like, if you buy the cheapest option of each, it's
shit.
$100.
$100 for the. I thought the collection was like $40 or something.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, the collection is $40. If you go and try to buy the cartridges, you do not get all of them. And if you buy the cheapest versions, it's still $60 more than this collection.
I have no.
Jesus.
For just the cartridge.
I'm sorry.
And it's
No.
listen, I'm not saying that to be like about the collectors or stuff. That's how hard, like, that's how impenetrable the Star Force games have been up until this point. And I even mentioned in the review that, like, if you look at the charts, the moment this collection got announced, the prices dropped on those games.
Good, y'all dumb motherfuckers shouldn't be paying hundreds of dollars
exactly.
for these
Yeah,
games.
Like-
that's crazy.
Like, and I'm talking just the cartridge, like with like the DS cartridge with no case.
Oh, that's
$100 for 3
crazy.
cartridges, and it's not like the most expensive games because shit, there's like DS games that are like $200 by themselves.
y'all,
But
y'all
like this is from a bigger
Stop it.
series. This is not like a small print run thing. They didn't get as much print as the Battle Network games, but like the Battle Network games, there's 6 games, and the first 3, despite 3 having 2 versions, are basically the same game each, and then the latter Battle Network games, each version is very different from one another. The Star Force games aren't like that. They have minimal changes. There's no reason to play every version of them unless you're a fucking completionist, which even I'm not. there's just not enough unique content to go through them all twice, and that's kind of where I'm just at, where I'm like, how do I feel about the fact that like ultimately these games are still sort of kind of fucked by the fact that they leaned really into these. There's two different versions, but like there's two different versions in the way that there's two different Pokemon games, except you're not collecting any fucking unique monsters. So really, what are you doing? You're playing a single player RPG that only doesn't have a couple of chips in it, like from one unique boss fight, and it's just like what a shitty method that was when that was how they did Battle Network 3, unfortunately. But they Battle Network 4, both versions had 6 unique robot masters, which meant that they had 6, well, they're not robot masters, but whatever. 6 unique characters that are old Mega Man characters reimagined. And each of those 6 characters had their own unique story element. Like, to get up to the fight with them, had their own unique story elements, and that doesn't happen in Star Force. And the Star Force enemies you fight aren't really based off of the old robot masters. Like that was what was neat to me. Like when I played Battle Network, I could go back and look at the old Mega Man games and see how they've redesigned some of these characters for the Battle Network series. There isn't that for Star Force, so it's just this very weird collection where I'm like, I'm criticizing it as a fan of this series, where I'm like, yeah, it's worth playing if you like Battle Network, but at the same time, I'm looking at it, I'm like, but if you're a bigger Mega Man fan or like a completionist, is this going to be your thing? And it's hard to write because like the games are very good, but like there is also no need for them to be completely separate entities. None. Pokemon, the idea is you battle other people with them. You can do that in Mega Man, Star Force, and Battle Network and stuff, but I had friends that did it, and we rarely did that portion of it. So yeah. More vampire crawlers. I think I've mentioned that already. I did start up Black Myth Wukong. It's not the thing I'm looking for right now. I just need something to pour my time into. That's like sort of like I do a thing on a map. I need a checklist game, basically. And Black Myth Wukong isn't it, but good lord, that game is gorgeous. To know that's that studio's like first game, holy shit.
Yeah.
The initial battle in the clouds was so visually stunning, and then they drop you in the forest. And
I will
I was
get you,
like,
Batman.
yep, this game looks amazing. I love the voice of the Monkey King.
It's fucking hilarious.
It is, yeah.
But it works because he is supposed to be sort of an asshole. So
I played the game entirely in Chinese, and I think the Chinese voices were better, if I'm being honest.
like you hear the guy that's fighting him in the beginning, and he's got the voice you would expect your hero to have. And then you hear the Monkey King talk, and it's not that. And I mean, it makes sense because like arguably the most famous take on Journey to the West is Dragon Ball, and Dragon Ball's version of Son Goku is voiced by a woman with a very screechy voice too. But yeah, it wasn't the thing I was looking for. Like I like it, but I'm like, this isn't the thing right now. So yeah, as Terrence fucking pointed out, that I've had Assassin's Creed Odyssey running for a whole 33 minutes. Yeah, I've jumped back into Odyssey on PC. And speaking of gorgeous games, yeah, that game still looks pretty.
The best one. Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's gonna be hard because I tried to play it before, and I was like, yeah, I think I enjoyed Origins more.
Wait,
like I love Cassandra's character, but like, the world is gigantic in this, and like the world is big enough in Origins, and I think Bayek is one of the best characters I've ever played as in a video game, and not like my favorite characters, but just like I completely understand his motivation. I completely understand why he's doing everything. He's just sort of vacant enough as a character to like sort of put myself onto, but at the same time, like enough character that I'm not just a silent protagonist. You know what I mean? Like when he speaks, I'm like, okay, cool. I can't fully comprehend and I'm behind what this character is doing. Um, and then when I'm playing the game, it still feels like I'm playing a character. I don't know. It's hard to kind of explain because I feel like the other Assassin's Creed, like Ezio, is too much of a character. Like I just feel like I'm piloting Sonic the Hedgehog around because it's the same voice actor.
Ezio's like, I gotta go fast.
Yeah, I got to go fast. Yeah. So, but like Cassandra's obviously her own character that you dictate sort of how she responds to stuff. But yeah, the world was so big, and I was just like, okay, I don't. I remember landing somewhere the last time I played it, and was like, yeah, I don't know if this is the time or place for this. So I'm back in it. Yay!
So had you never finished it?
Oh God, no, not even
This
close.
There's no
Oh, okay.
finishing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Assassin's
I
Creed
finished
Odyssey is
Origins.
life.
I finished Origins
Well,
except for I finished Origins except for the DLC where the zombies existed.
yeah.
And I was just like, I just remember playing that and going, I'm fucking good, man. Like we're a little too far off the rails here, and like I'm okay with a little bit of bullshit,
Mhm.
depending on how you want to sell it. But that game that is clearly post the mainline story in Origins, and I did the one DLC and then not the other, and I was like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need the fucking
Brother,
zombie DLC.
there's so much post
I know
story in
there's
Odyssey.
I know, but like I accept Odyssey's bullshit a little bit more,
Mhm.
because it's clearly inspired by Greek myth.
Yeah. That's why I guess I hold it close to my heart more because I have such an affinity for Greek mythology. I absolutely love Cassandra, and I totally understand what you're saying about Bayek as opposed to say Ezio or whatever. And I think that was probably by design because these Odyssey included because it was the one after Bayek's adventure. Were supposed to be those like RPG stuff. So having the huge map with a bajillion and one things to do. That's so funny. Kids say Odyssey is life. You're about right. There's so much fucking shit in that game.
Says
But
that
just
game
do
never
the
ends.
main stuff. Like, don't even, unless you really
The-
want to dive in. But the story is, God, I love Cassandra. Like, you just do the main stuff.
Odyssey
Well,
is by far my
I've played,
favorite
I've
Assassin's Creed. By far,
It's what you say.
it's
Your
my
favorite?
favorite by far.
Yeah, it's number one for me. Odyssey is it's so good. Oh, I love her.
That's hard for me because
I know you.
I feel like all three of those modern games had things about them that were my favorite, so it's hard for me to put any one of them above the other.
he really loved Origins, Odyssey. What's the Viking one?
Valhalla.
Valhalla.
Valhalla, and then he really liked the Circle one.
Yeah, there's
So many circles.
that's what's funny is that's probably the one of the four that doesn't have something that's my favorite because I feel like everything it does, one of the other three did better.
I
That was
I
part of
think
my
you're right.
that was part of my disappointment with Shadows.
Yeah, I think you're
I'm
right.
gonna be honest. My issue with Shadows is, and I get that they're moving away from it. And I said something last week that I'll get to in a second because I would like to correct myself. I miss the fucking modern day shit.
Me too.
I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but like that's one of my favorite things. It's like, okay, if I'm out of the Animus, that means I've done enough shit to hit a marker to know that I've progressed enough. You know what I mean? Like it breaks them up into chapters,
Mm-hmm.
but that it also sort of keeps the conspiracy element, the plot going. Um, and I said last week that I thought the new Assassin's Creed Black Flag remaster kind of didn't look great. I think the problem is that, and this is a because like I've seen more of it since, and it does look fantastic. So I was wrong on that. The issue is that we've in a and again, this is not just Assassin's Creed, Black Flag,
Resynced.
Reanimist, Resynced,
Reanimist. That's what they should
whatever.
call it.
Yeah,
Reanimist.
Reanimist is what I'm calling it. Um, the problem is like we get rid of the. I know that everything was brown colored at one point in time, which is kind of the era we were leaving with Black Flag, although that game was still very colorful.
Mm-hmm.
There is something to be said for having, like, in movies it'd be like colored gels, but like, I can't remember, movie LUTs or whatever they're called, like the color schemes of it. Like when the sun is setting, things do kind of look orange, and there is a bit of that's in the uh, Assassin's Creed game, but like toning something a specific color does change the feeling of sequences. And so like when I see everything in like bright crisp detail, that we've suddenly gone the complete opposite direction and forgot that there are moments where you could use like filters, I guess is the word I've been looking for, colored filters to build a certain mood. It is weird when I'm like comparing, like here's one where they've built the mood, like they built the game with this mood in mind and are using this color scheme, and it feels very dirty, and that kind of makes sense because they're fucking pirates. Um, and then it's like the new version, which is very clean, a lot of detail, but it's a fucking bright blue sky out. It was weird. So but like the game physically, like actually does look better, and when they use those color schemes, which they did a little bit in the trailer I watched, it does look fantastic. So I don't know if it's supposed to be taking like if they have these sequences playing out at different times, which is a little weird because I would have tried to draw a better comparison. But I said that last week, and I wanted to correct myself while I was on the topic of Assassin's Creed. That's it. I mean, I haven't played much Assassin's Creed. Terrence took a timer and it says 33 minutes, and at least 13 of those minutes have been on here. So,
All right. Speaking of Terrence, we'll move on to him.
I really was just being funny because you said it was less about the timer and the fact that it was running. You were like, I ain't playing shit. It is like Assassin's Creed. I'm actively playing it, even though it's running in the background. Like I just was being funny. I'm sorry. Yeah. But I did play some stuff.
To be clear, I wasn't offended. I was just saying, like, yeah, man, I haven't touched it enough to really be like, yeah, here's my big deep take on this. I haven't played it in years, and then I'm returning to it.
I thought you had beat it. Honestly, I could have sworn when we had talked about this that you had beat the modern.
I beat Origins.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew you have an affinity for that one. Like I knew you loved that one.
I powered through that fucking game, and all right, fuck it, it's come up again. The sequences, no spoilers really, because I still think people should play that game if they haven't. The sequences that are in the desert, in the underground sort of temples, where you hear voices, might be one of the coolest fucking things I've ever seen in a story, just period. Using the same concept that you see a little bit of in, I want to say, Revelations, the end of Revelations, but even more removed. Because I will spoil Revelations because that game's 20-ish years old now. Ezio talks to, I want to say either the player or Desmond directly, knowing that someone is watching through genetics.
Yeah, I saw that.
And that's sort of like a fourth wall break.
Mm-hmm.
That is not what's happening in Origins. It's something kind of crazier using a very similar concept. Yeah, that just kind of blew my mind when I realized what was happening. And then, of course, just the story of Bayek in general is fucking brilliant. So, anyway, sorry, enough of that. Game 2.
No, you're good. So it's funny. We're still gonna be on Assassin's Creed for just a second. Sorry, I just started coughing. I was about to die. I don't know what happened. I watched a video because I got to a point where I was sick of Ezio. I'm not gonna lie. I played Assassin's Creed 2, and I played the next one. I was really ready for him to move on, but they didn't. They gave him another game, and I'm like, damn, can we just get to the 3? But anyway, I watched a video on how each of the assassins, I think it went up to, I think Evie and Jacob Fry, I think it went up to that one, how each of the main characters died. Because the games obviously doesn't tell you all that, and this is a spoiler for I don't know which Ezio game, but I'm sure it's 20-something years old. He like finds Altair like sitting in a. I was like, oh my god, that's kind of awesome. Like I missed all that because I didn't play those games. But
it's from Revelations.
Oh, okay. Oh, so same game. Okay, yeah. So it was.
I'm
was
gonna
kind
be
of
honest. The only thing that irritated me with that scene, I know why they did it, but was it Noel North that voiced Altair? No, he was the one that
No,
played,
he was
voicing.
Desmond.
No, it's the same guy. What's his name? The same guy that voiced Batman in Batman Origins did Ezio.
No. I'm talking about Altair.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Roger Craig Smith voiced Ezio and Batman and Sonic the Hedgehog. Yes,
that's right.
I don't remember who voiced Altair.
It is somebody. God damn it!
Philip Shabazz is the primary voice actor for Altair in the original Assassin's Creed.
Right, and he had no accent, which was weird. Yeah. And obviously explained away as a glitch.
Cass Anvar later voiced an older, more humble Altair in Assassin's Creed Revelations.
I really think they should have kept his, because they gave him the proper accent, and I think they should have stayed with the original actor. I think that sequence would have been more interesting. But
gotcha. I thought it was
neat. It was a neat sequence. It was just it was one of those things where I'm like, that's not how he fucking sounded.
See, I didn't even.
Yeah, I think they tried to. I think they tried to pass that off in the first game as it being a result of the fact that,
it was
Desmond
part of the
was American.
Yeah.
And so, because Desmond was acting as Altair or living through Altair's memories, the voice was an American accent. It's goofy as hell. They haven't done that.
It's goofy, but I liked it. Like I liked that because again, it built into the weird science fiction element of it. There's stuff they could have done, but this is what happens when you don't have somebody in charge of your fucking franchise and writing like a Bible to sort of keep the plot going in a specific.
Was that not her? I thought she was supposed to do
Jade
that.
Raymond only worked on the first game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think
she's like an executive producer on like maybe 2 and Brotherhood.
She's still living off that.
Yeah, but it's like the issue is that like when you don't have somebody writing, like if you look up the fucking bullshit they wrote for a goddamn Doom, a game that has like almost no story in it other than like the text beforehand, and the manual. They had a whole fucking Bible explaining the lore, and some of that stuff doesn't get translated into the game. Some of that stuff was inevitably dropped, but they wrote stuff so everybody was sort of on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
And there's none of that with Assassin's Creed. That's the reason why, like, you can see kind of a through line, and then, like, with Assassin's Creed 3, it sort of drops off a cliff, and then with 4, which is still a very good game, it's like a first-person outside thing, and now
oh yeah,
Abstergo is the video game company that's definitely not Ubisoft. Like, what?
Right.
Because at the same time they were doing this, they were writing Abstergo into Far Cry 3 in a way that didn't break the lore of, well, not that Far Cry has a lore throughout the games anyways, but like worked within Far Cry 3 and didn't seem like it would have been crazy to include just as part of the Assassin's Creed greater lore. And so they added it to Watch Dogs, which wasn't, again, not a crazy concept. And then it fell apart, and it's just like, why?
Yeah.
And you had Watch Dogs. You could have combined those two series into one, essentially. And it's just a little bit more work to keep your branding in check. And I don't know, they just fucking fucked it up. They fucked it up.
I agree. And one of the things they talked about in that video that I watched was the guy lamented the loss of the modern day stuff. And I know that's something we've talked about a lot, but I missed that too. Like that, their choice with Desmond in 3, I just feel like was just bad. Like he deserved his shot to go up against the Templar, in his era and stuff. And I I don't know. I just
Paying Noel North was becoming more expensive.
that's what it was. You get too popular. We can't keep writing these checks. Okay, so for
Listen,
new
when
stuff,
we started this game, he wasn't voicing Nathan Drake, but now he is.
right?
Oh.
He demands a premium now. Uh, okay, so well, I guess this isn't really new, but just some stuff that I've played. So I never played Batman Arkham Knight on the PC. I only played it on Xbox. Holy shit, does it look like a different game on the PC? It's very pretty, and this was before I put any mods on it, like the rain sequences and stuff. Like it just is not at all as
Motherfucker, it's
grainy and
always
muddy.
So
raining
what
in that game.
What mods do you have on?
I haven't put any on it yet. Like,
Oh, okay. I thought you were implying that you looked good. And
no.
then put mods on.
I'm going. I haven't like gone down that rabbit hole for it, but I'm going to find some popular mods and see. There was a lot of ones that was like costume related, like put you in different outfits and stuff. But I couldn't find like ones
where you can play as man.
What?
Yeah, it's a bad Reddit meme where they just take the ears off of Batman and just call him man.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Run right as man. All right. But yeah, it was a bunch of stuff like that. But it was a good looking game. And of course that is also a fantastic game. You had mentioned Invincible. So I'm playing Invincible for review. Solid fighter. This is a really good fighting game. I think the team that did it is either some of the people or maybe the whole team. They just changed their name that did Killer Instinct, because I definitely feel
there's some of them. Yeah, there's some of the people from Killer Instinct in it. I like the game. I don't understand this obsession with tag fighters.
I don't either.
Like, there are so many characters in this game, and like you have to pick 3, so it's like, I don't know, it's always 3 versus 3, and it's like, okay, well there's 6 characters in every fight. So you're gonna run into duplicates throughout the arcade mode.
Yep.
It's just like,
I mean,
we don't need to have 3v3, like 2v2 is like, I don't know. This game I think would feel better as a 1v1. I don't know.
I could see it. I don't hate that it's tag. I definitely do understand what you're saying. Like 2v2 probably would have been, because 3 is a lot. And it almost feels like, even to like the way the game is kind of stylized with the intros of the fight when they like clash with each other, when you're, beat somebody or whatever, it feels like Dragon Ball Fighter Z. A lot, because it was a lot like that. Like when you do different stuff, things happen in the background, like the background gets destroyed and stuff like that. Because these are in Invincible, if you're not familiar with that universe, are very powerful, characters. So I think the gameplay is pretty solid. Like I said, it feels a lot like the Killer Instinct.
I thought it felt more like the Power Rangers game, where you don't necessarily do button combos, you instead hold a direction and then press the button.
That is how you do the move stuff. So I guess, you're right with the move set and stuff like that. When I say it feels like Killer Instinct, I mean the quicken combos, like you can do, there's combo breakers that you can do in there, kind of like the frenzy of it all kind of felt that was getting the
They
Killer
also
Instinct
add the
vibe.
auto combo like from the SNK games in there, which is nice, although I wish it wouldn't automatically do a super. I'm trying to hold my meter.
Yep, I hate that. And there seems to be no way to stop that other than you knowing the inputs and stop hitting that button before you get to it.
Yeah.
And unleash that move, because that kept fucking me up, because I'm like, damn, I'm trying to do his ultimate and this is automatically hitting the level 1 in the middle of this. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I like the fact that every single super is exactly the same. I just don't like how you do it. It's like, pull the trigger and press 2 buttons.
Yep.
Like, what?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then
like, how do you combo into that? Like, that's such a weird
Yep, I was just about to say that. Yep, that was my problem. More often than not, I was trying to combo into it and it wouldn't work. Like, I would just do whatever a move. I don't know if it wasn't registering it being hit all at the same time, but I couldn't pull off like the super that I wanted. So it does have some issues for sure. Like, there was some fights that I had, because I finished the story, which the story mode is very short.
I heard
finished
it's like
it in
an
hour and a half.
Yeah.
Because it shows you your time on there. It is an original story. so it's not one that's in the comics or that's been on the show. It does have a new character that Robert Kirkman and them created for the game, which I would assume she's going to end up. Actually, I don't know if that comic still comes out. I feel like Invincible.
I don't know which. Like, I know like 3 of the characters in this game. Like every other one, I was like, I don't know who that is.
There like Battle. I think the newest of the Invincible comics was Battle Beast.
Okay, yeah, he's in this.
There's spin-offs, but I believe the main series has been done for a while because the editions that I own and have not read, correct? I got a good deal on them, but yeah.
I thought it was done. I read it all.
Yeah,
I
you can get
legitimately didn't know there were
you
that
can
many
buy
characters.
you can buy the compendiums for fairly inexpensive, which it's like 3 books and they're like 600 pages each, I think.
Ciao. I liked the Invincible story, and I liked this little original story mode. It's very simple. Like it very much feels like this was just kind of a reason to have all these different people fight. Because when you play it, oh god, it's very simple. Like it's clones. It's very simple.
It's very kind of a mindless game, which I appreciate. Like I don't.
Yeah, I did too.
I don't need some like fucking 30 layers of Kevin Bacon to play this game. Thank God.
It's very much one of those easy to play, difficult to master, because like you said, they have auto combos. So, anybody fighting game novice can kind of jump in and go. One of the things I did notice, aside from, I was going down this thread and forgot it. So I had different fights where I had one and, the enemy is like laid out. They would just like glitch off the screen, like just all of a sudden disappear. I had one where he stretched like Mr. Fantastic, like the lower half of his body stretched and filled my screen, and he looked like a horrible version of Clayface with like bits of his body like ripped and everything, and then he like snapped back together. Like it's very weird graphical shit was happening. And one of the things control wise, and I don't know if you had this issue. Normally with fighting games, I use the D-pad. When I was trying to jump forward and attack in this, it wouldn't work. Like I cannot get that to work on the D-pad. They just jump straight up every time. But if I use the stick, it works fine.
It sounds like your D-pad might be busted because it worked fine for me.
Okay.
Because if you want to beat me in a fighting game, just wait because I always do a jump in attack. I'm very telegraphed.
Nice. See, I that's usually I'd use that just to get in, and start the combos and stuff. And I could every time I was trying to do it, and this was the D-pad, they just jump up, and I'm like, what the fuck? What am I doing? But on the stick, it worked fine. I was able to,
Yeah, no, I didn't have any problems with it.
Okay.
No, I like the game. I do also appreciate that they try to hide like all the shit that you can unlock. Like, try to make it not feel free to play, because it's definitely not free. Yeah. But they are selling skins, and what I read, like, they're $7?
I think so. I think some of them...
Which is insane!
Yeah. I think some of them are pricey.
What is... Christ... unlocking costumes in a fighting game is a kind of a standard fare.
Rite of passage, even.
Yeah, stop with this shit.
Right.
The endings suck. Like the arcade endings suck. Like they're like 2 frames.
Okay, I thought you implied there. I thought you were saying this game is free to play, and I was like, oh, okay.
No,
it's $50.
No, it's full price.
What the fuck do you mean? Oh my god!
There's literally a player level. Like it does the same shit Mortal Kombat does, where like you level up the characters and you level up your profile.
Yep.
And you unlock stuff as you level them up.
As each of those level. Yeah. So I had my Omni-Man was level 3, and I got like a player card and a picture or whatever. And then my player level overall is level 9, and so I got a bunch of all this extra. Like it's one of those games. But
they are selling the skins, and they also sold a season pass because I guess they're going to add 4 more characters.
Yes, I saw that this morning. Someone did some data digging or whatever and saw that they have some DLC characters playing.
Well, I mean, it says it in if you look at the deluxe edition, it's like you get the season 1 character pass and it's like 4 characters or something.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Okay.
Yeah, like you can upgrade to it for $20 because they didn't send you the deluxe edition. Yeah. They just sent you the regular one, right?
Yeah. It was just the basic one. to be able to get in there and play. This game is very much focused on, and I don't know what the name of it is, but the fighting game tournament that happens at Evo and stuff. Like they want to be in that. Like they want to be in the league of Street Fighter and all that because FGC, I think is what it's called.
The
like,
fighting game community is FGC. Evo is the tournament.
Oh, okay. Well, everything just seems to be pointed towards, they want you to play online. Like the story mode is very, like I said, it's very quick. The arcade endings are not good. I only did it with Omni-Man so far.
They're all the same. They're all like, here's a frame and I'm going to talk over it.
Okay. So it's, I don't know. It's the action and the moment to moment fighting. Like I said, I did enjoy. I wouldn't come to this for a story. But if you're a fighting game fan and you play online or you got some friends or whatever, this is a good time, I think.
I just want to say that all of the fighting game community, you have ruined classic fighting game structure where we would get a game and there would be 12 or 13 characters. They'd all have a fully rendered CGI ending that I would enjoy playing through to unlock.
Yeah.
And then they introduce like unlockable characters and unlockable costumes, and that's all gone now.
Yeah, we don't get that stuff anymore.
I want you to know that I've still not unlocked all of Fatalities in Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh, I know. I think we talked about that. You said you wasn't going to end up doing all of that.
No, it takes hours.
One mode, I think.
It takes hours per character.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Like I'm not doing that. Like, stop. I paid $70 for your game. Let me fucking play it.
Listen, we hear you, and we will. But for $7 more, we can get you this outfit.
But that's the thing is, you can't even spend money to unlock the fatalities in Mortal Kombat. Like
they took that out?
No, you can't spend money to level up your character.
Damn.
You can spend money to do one button fatality, which again, the fuck are we doing? Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection has that built in. Like that's just there. But in Mortal Kombat, you got to earn tokens to do one button fatality. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh man. Yeah.
Oh, fighting games these days are gross. Like they're just monetarily they're gross.
Yeah, and it's probably in the news. I'll wait, but I'm hoping that one.
No, it's NetherRealm.
It probably will.
It's NetherRealm. It's the same fucking.
Yeah, I just thought about
Warner
that.
Brothers bullshit.
Mortal Kombat. Yeah, it's gonna be the same thing. Oh shit. Well, let me see. So that's Invincible Versus. I also played for review. Anthony, I mentioned this. I played Monster Crown Sin Eater. Interesting game. So it basically is a adult version of Pokemon, and I didn't play. I didn't
Are they nude?
Did research. They are not new. Well, no, but they do murder
Pokemon.
people.
Are they nude?
They're not nude. They just it's very okay. Listen, the game starts out with this. You play this boy named Asher and his brother. What happened?
Asher, come on.
Yeah, I know. But his brother, like, yeah, and it's not, like Pokemon where he's going to go out and be the best and whatever. His brother gets murdered in front of him.
Jesus Christ.
And they show it. His brother gets murdered in front of him by Lord. He starts with a T. It's a crazy Takanaka Takatasan. And one of his he got 4 heavenly angels who like are his gang, who's like, they rule this island, and this green monster chick is one of them, and she totally murdered this dude's brother in front of him. And like she leaves, she's like, yeah, bitch, that's what I thought. And so she leave, and then the boy talks to his mom, and he's like, oh my God, I gotta get vengeance for my brother. I can't think of his name. We're gonna call him Timmy. I gotta get vengeance for Timmy. And so he immediately leaves, and now he's out a monster tamer. He's out here. Like, of course, your brother gives you a monster. You get to pick one, like in Pokemon. And just like in Pokemon, they have different.
Who do you pick it from? Your brother just died. It's like some
I fast forward a little bit before he gets murdered. You're out talking. That's actually what was the first thing they talk about sex. Like he's literally out in the field talking to his brother, and he's talking about his brother. One day you'll be a man and be able to have sex and do it. And I'm like, damn, This is a Pokemon game? They talk about sex and shit? Okay, well, shit.
They call it Pokegoon.
But he gives you a selection of monsters that, you know, that he's chosen, and he kind of runs down the tutorial of how to play. Because in this, you don't catch them in Pokeballs. You make pacts with them, P-A-C-T, and you have these different level of these pack certificates that you have to, you know, make with the different monsters. It's like 200 in total, different varieties. What's really cool about this is it has a really deep breeding system, so you can breed different monsters. Sounds and then like you can also fuse monsters, and that's how you'll get different ones that you can't like catch or breed. So you'll level up, you know, this one and that one, and they'll fuse together into, you know, a new type. Kind of like Digimon used to do. I feel like Digimon
was the first Monster Crown like this? Was the first Monster
Crown?
It
was not.
Was it like Gangster? Because this sounds gangster.
It was not. It was dark because I did some research. I never played it, but it was darker, but it was not as kind of grim as this, which was, I think, from what I read, a lot of people's complaints. With the original one, but it didn't have the breeding and stuff. The what?
This ain't gangsta enough. We need to turn
they
up
said
the
this ain't
volume.
gangsta enough. Like, listen, when that monster killed that kid, I was like, holy shit! Like, audibly said, I was not expecting that in this, because if you look at the art, it's very Pokemon like. It's, you know, pixels and stuff, and they have kind of, you know, the music playing. Like, it's overall, like, the world is, I think, shaded a little darker than Pokemon. Like, it's not the bright greens and stuff. Everything kind of has like an orange tinted hue, like the sun is setting. But yeah, it's, you know, if you're into those monster tamer type games, or you want something a little less lighthearted than you know, Pokemon, Monster Crown is out there. It's pretty solid. I enjoy these type of games, and I definally got
still
hooked
like
in with the breeding
turn-based
system.
Combat?
It is turn-based. Yeah, battles are. I'm telling you, it's exactly like Pokemon. Battles are turn-based. What's different is, and this kind of is like the mega evolution that's in the newer Pokemons, is you have this meter that as you attack and get attacks will fill up, and once it fills up, you can do like this super move, which again, it functions a lot like mega evolutions in the newer Pokemon games. So it's if you just made Pokemon about a brother getting murdered and talking about fucking, that would be Monster Crown. Like, I mean, everything is pretty.
That should be on the box.
Darker.
That should be on the box.
Put it on the box.
Accolades trailer. It's like Pokemon, but people be dying and fucking.
I should have put that on the thing so they can put that in trailer.
Jesus. All right.
Let's see. I think that's it that I can talk about of new stuff. Actually, hang on. Let me check my Steam. Hang on. Yeah, I can't do that yet. Yeah, that's it that I can talk about right now, because those I have two, but it's not till May 11th or something like that. So outside of that, I played some Fortnite. They got Star Wars events going on.
Yeah, I'm aware you played Fortnite.
Yeah, I know it sends that thing that I'm streaming. I don't know why it does that, and I apologize, because I can't imagine how many friends get that notification. They just be like, bro, I don't care.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. You do you, boo. I ain't.
Right.
That's fine.
Good for you.
I'm happy for
but
you.
Yeah, I appreciate. Thank you. See, thank you. Maybe that's why, you know, I just thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, so the Star Wars modes are pretty cool. There's one that it pretty much is Battlefront. There's 3 objectives, A, B, and C, that you got to hold. When you load in, there's classes. You can pick a Force user. You can customize your lightsaber and Force abilities and stuff, but it plays out like Battlefront. There's one that's called Escape Vader that plays like Dead by Daylight. So Vader is AI. It's not a person controlling them. So you drop in.
Didn't they have an AI Vader in Fortnite that like would talk to people?
They did. Yeah, I didn't actually interact with that. I didn't get on there to try that.
Did he say some fucked up shit at one point?
He did. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, he was saying some racist shit at first because people were tricking him.
So I mean, he is a Sith Lord, so you know.
True.
He's probably racist. That's fine. That's what comes with being a Sith. You know, whatever.
I think it's, you know, but yeah, so it's pretty much Dead by Daylight. It would be cool because you have to find these charges to power up this door, and then you steal this artifact and you have to get back to your ship is the player's objectives. And there's 4 players. You always hear Vader's breathing, and you turn around and he's chasing you.
ASMR Vader over here.
Basically,
what are we doing?
like you can shoot at him, but of course he can deflect the bolts, which can damage you. He can force choke you, and then if he comes up on you, right on you, he's just gonna lightsaber you, and you're gonna go down. But it would be fun if it randomized the locations of the charges you have to find, because we played 2 matches and they everything was in the exact same spot. So I mean, it wasn't. I don't know. So I think that mode needs a little tweaking. And then the last one is this droid production mode, which really is not about combat, and you're just kind of making droids, and it's really all about seeing the numbers go up. It's one of those games you kind of mindlessly hit this scrap machine and you can earn credits like that, and then with that you go and bid, or not even bid, but you buy droid blueprints from the sand crawlers that the Jawa is running, and then you go back to your base and you build it, and then you can assign those droids. There's 3 different types to a station, and then they passively earn you money. And then you wash, rinse, repeat until all that's, improved. And then you get the ability to send stuff off on missions, which, you get more. The rarer ones you unlock. So some missions, maybe 40 minutes, will get you better rewards than one that'll be 5 minutes. And then you can earn income when you go offline. So when you come on, after you've been off for 3 hours, they'll give you 3 million credits because your droids have been working. So you go and do all that. So for folks that like that type of thing, it's pretty solid.
I remember when Fortnite was build a wall, shoot a dude.
Right? It's become so much more than that. But yeah, I remember that too. So, but it's not bad. It was, like I said, if you like those type of game modes, it's pretty solid. Played some Helldivers 2. The bugs got buffed. There's a crate. I hate the gloom bugs. They are just way too powerful. Then they have these new bugs that move way too fast. But you got, we get flamethrower mechs, which is cool. I haven't unlocked it yet, but I have the little missile pistol, and that's dope. It's like heat seeking. Hey, it's a missile pistol. It's a heat seeking missile, which is kind of nice.
Sounds like you're trying to banish a DC character back to the 4th dimension.
Quick, use the missile pistol.
Use the missile pistol. Say his name backwards 3 times.
I played. I bought Battlefield Hardline, which is on sale for 99 cents.
Yeah, because it's going away.
Yep, because it's going away. I grabbed that. Because that was the only one that I never actually played. But I played a couple of the story missions because I couldn't find any.
That single player campaign is dope, man. I like that single player campaign.
I played the first mission of it and I was like, damn, this is solid. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to get back into that.
Totally worth $1.
I mean, yeah, it's not, and then you can get the Ultimate Edition for $1.99, which comes with all the extra stuff. But if you have Game Pass, you have EA Play, so you get all that extra stuff included. So I mean, up to you. If
is it single player stuff or is it multiplayer stuff?
It's multiplayer stuff.
Oh,
it's the extra maps and shit like that. Yeah. It's just for
care.
multiplayer player. Which, yeah, like I said, I couldn't find any servers to play on the multiplayer, so I don't know how active it is. I mean, but the single player was dope.
I think that game's dead.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's old for sure. What else did I play? I played a little bit because I'm reviewing this too. They just got it to us late. I played a little bit of Sudden Strike 5, which is a World War II RTS. Maybe 5 or 10 minutes, so not enough to talk about it. I do like the control scheme because I'm playing on Xbox, so I appreciate when they really do a good job for the RTSs, allowing you to control the units and stuff with the controller. And this one, they do a pretty good job of that so far. So that's cool. Played some more Vampire Crawlers. That game is very addicting. I did get past the bridge finally. So I didn't realize that I was missing so much because like the library, was it the library? Yeah, the library, the Inlate Library. I finished the first level, at least I thought I did, because it unlocked the bridge. But then when I went back and played it, because I think you said something, it was like, oh yeah, each one has 3 levels or whatever. And I was like, well, how come I didn't get on this? And I went back and played it, and it unlocked the other floor. So I finished all those, and I was like, oh, I don't know what the fuck happened. So I don't know what happened with mine. Probably something I did, but I powered up my stuff the proper way and actually finally was able to get past that bridge. It's a very good game. Very good game. I want to say that's probably it, aside from some other stuff. I mean, Crimson Dawn got a new patch. I messed with that a little bit. I need to finish that review.
Desert.
Crimson Desert, yes. What did I say? Crimson Dawn.
Crimson Dawn.
It's a Star Wars thing. Crimson Desert, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm just perusing the PC stuff to make sure. Oh, I did, because I forgot I had this on GOG. I started playing the Saboteur. I finished it, played it years ago when it was on 360. But I did install a mod for it that it like adds cut content and a bunch of stuff. Like it kind of adds it seamlessly into the game, and they improve like the graphics and stuff like that. That's a good game. Still is. I mean, it holds up. I
have a game
the Xbox version.
I don't think I mentioned that I had played, and I just remembered. I hadn't played it recently, but I don't think I talked about it on this podcast at all. Called Idols of Ash. So it's one of those games that's kind of trying to look like, specifically I would argue like a PS1 game, but I'd argue that it looks like a From Software PS1 game, like their Shadow Tower or Echo Knight games, where there's a little bit more detail,
wasn't it?
Sorry?
Shadow Tower was PS2, wasn't it?
Nope, first one's PS1.
Oh, the second
one
was
we
PS2.
got in America. The second one that was PS2 was Japan only. Even though it was fully localized, as the story goes. Sony wouldn't allow them to put it out because they said it didn't look good enough, even though if you look at that game, it looks amazing.
Every From Software game from the PS1 era was the same game.
Pretty much, yeah.
The first-person game is stupid hard.
Except for Echo Knight, which was basically a point-and-click adventure using the same engine.
From Software used to make other games. It's crazy.
But the reason why I say that is that this game looks like that. You start off at like a little tent in the desert, and you're inside this sort of valley, and you go, and there's a hole. And the main mechanic of this game is that you can throw a grappling hook. And so you throw the grappling hook at the ground, and you descend into the hole. And the entire game is you going further and further down, and it's sort of like a reverse platformer, I guess, because normally when you'd be jumping on the platforms, you're falling onto them. So you're trying to essentially make it down this hole. And at first it's like sort of like an adventure game, and the challenge is just getting down. And then a giant fucking centipede shows up, and you have to start gunning it. And it's fucking great. I saw a couple of YouTube channels, specifically Alpha Beta Gamer, play a little bit of it. And I went, and it's on Steam now, but I got it from itch.io. Yeah, I fully recommend that. I'm hoping it would come to consoles. It's such a very basic concept, but it keeps the stress on, in a way that doesn't happen in too many games. And you can hear the centipede, and you can, obviously it's gigantic, you can see it, but it's just dark enough in this like underground temple that you're going through that like you'll see it, and you're kind of having to like kite it to one area and then like quickly make it back to the other so you can lower yourself down. And then it'll be on you still. Like, it's terrifying. And you take damage for falling too far. You'll die, of course, if you fall way too far. You get damage from jumping and shooting your grappling hook, grabbing on, and then swinging and hitting the wall. You take damage for that. There is a bit of a narrative as well with some ghosts and stuff. Very, very interesting concept. It feels very much of that time when games were weird and experimental because we weren't really sure what video games were going to be. Unlike now, where most of the games, we know exactly what they're going to be, fortunately.
Roguelike deck builders.
Roguelike deck builder, single player, narrative experience, shooting not required, open world game with way too much detail, so things have to be painted yellow. Yeah. That stuff. Thought I had to bring it up though. I've been meaning to bring it up. I meant to bring it up last week and forgot. So
yeah, I was just looking at it on Steam. Yeah, this looks neat.
It's fucking scary at times too. When
Yeah,
when you're just like when you're trying to navigate and then you fucking start hearing the centipede, you're like, oh, I'm fucked. Guess I'm just gonna hang from a rope for a while and see if I can figure it out while I'm hanging down from the ledge so it doesn't see me.
Oh my god! Yeah, I'm watching this video, dude. Oh, he died. He missed it trying to get away. Jesus, that was crazy. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to check that out. Okay.
You can play it with a controller, I believe, too. I played it with mouse and keyboard. It's not a lot of controls. That's the other nice thing. It's like you have, I think, an interact key that's only specifically used in certain events, and movement, jump, and the grappling hook. The only thing you have to know is the grappling hook only grabs onto horizontal surfaces, not vertical.
Okay. Yeah. It's my wish list. That's it for me. That's all I got.
All right. Well, the Wombat left. He said he'd be back. We'll see if he comes back. So I guess I can talk about.
He probably hasn't played anything, so let's be fair.
He's played Crimson Desert for another 400 hours.
He has. I'm sure he's done that.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
Excuse me. What did I play this week? So I played R-Type DX Music Encore. I didn't even know this was a game. I thought it was just like a add-on for R-Type. That's the like portable version of R-Type.
What is it? Is R-Type the shmup?
Yeah,
game?
It's a shmup.
Okay.
It's the one where you can attach the thing to the front or back of your ship and shoot it forward. Yeah, this is like the portable game, which is fine. Just weird to play. It's always weird to play GBA or DS games on your big TV. They all got no colors,
Playing the Castlevania collection. That was weird.
Yeah, where like you draw with the right analog stick.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I played some other indie games. So Anthony, you're finally gonna figure out what this game is. Everybody's seen the meme, right? With the dog sitting in the room with the fire.
Mm-hmm.
They made a game out of it.
Of course they did.
Is that thing like licensed or something? Like, how is this legal? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I believe that's Casey Green.
The game is called This Is Fine Maximum Cope. That's what the game is called. And
Maximum Cope.
It's
Casey Green. Yeah.
It's a Metroidvania where it feels like you're kind of. Y'all ever watch Bill and Ted's the Bogus Journey?
Yes.
Where they go into hell and each door is a different hell for them.
Yep.
That's what this game is. Like, you go into a door, like the first level is you in school being made fun of. And like it's a Metroidvania where you're just going around attacking enemies and dealing with like past trauma.
Okay.
It's not bad. Like, I played all the way up to the first boss. I was like, this is not bad. Like, it's such a weird concept to make a Metroidvania game out of a meme.
Let me.
You know what else was a weird concept? Anthony sent me a video for something last night. I didn't play it, but so I don't remember the name of it. But this dude, the objective is you have to make it out of this forest. And you follow this path, and it looks very simple. You just walk this path and make it out. but the trees fucking attack you and they do different stuff. Some of them slam, some of them fire at you like bullets. Some of them pull out guns, literally, and just start shooting at you like it's crazy.
Gangsta trees, man. You gotta watch out for
Yeah.
The one
that.
that you finally get to like a treasure chest, you get a hat. As you're walking away, it gets snagged on the branch. And when you walk back to get it, the branch moves to the other side to hold it away from you. So you go over there and it puts it back to its branch back to where it was when it took your hat in the first place. And when you walk back to the other side, it lifts it straight up and grabs it with another branch and tears it in half.
Just rips it in half.
Sounds accurate.
Fucking
Also-
trees are assholes.
The game was licensed by KC Green.
Okay, well that's good to
Oh,
know. 'Cause
nice.
I thought somebody just like was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna
Nope.
make."
I mean, they mentioned KC Green in the Steam page, but I was like, well, that doesn't mean
Yeah.
anything. But no, he actually had it as a Kickstarter.
Oh,
Hmm.
well, it's not
Oh,
bad.
wow.
I'm just gonna say it's not bad. It's a hell of a lot better than I thought a game about a meme would be. Say that.
Yeah. You know what? One more before, real quick. Sorry, I did play one more thing, and you played it too. Maybe you were going to talk about it, but I played the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth demo.
Oh yeah, I didn't. Yeah, like I probably
You just
wasn't
messed with it
gonna
for a
talk
minute?
about it. Yeah, but like
I got you.
it's good. I know it's
Well,
good.
Yeah, and it is because the save carries over. I figure I'm just going
Yes.
to play the demo to completion because I'm going to end up with this.
I think
game,
the
'cause
demo
it's
goes up
absolutely
through
incredible.
the first city, which is where before you get into the open world.
That's what I was going to say. It's long as hell. I've
Yeah.
been playing it. I think I had 2 hours in the demo already, like 2.5 hours.
Dude, it's
and I'm
it's,
like, when does it end?
it's truly nothing compared because like you don't even get to go into the open world before
Gotcha.
that
So that's-
demo
okay.
ends. So
Okay.
yeah, when you
That's
get out
why
in
I
the
know
open
which one to
world,
end.
you're gonna be like, oh, that was nothing.
Oh yeah.
It's
man,
crazy
so
to
good.
me that like that section you're playing of that game feels the same size as the first entry. I know
Mhm.
there's more you can do in the first entry, obviously, because it takes you like 10, 15 hours to beat it.
Yeah.
But like that's how big it feels. And like I remember when I played it when it first came out on PS5, I was like, is this all we're doing? And then I got in the open world, I was like, oh shit. Never mind.
Yep.
This game
Yeah.
is like so much like if you mainline the second game, it's probably 35, 40 hours.
Mm-hmm. And
So-
listen, I can't. I'm gonna take my time. I'm about to breed some chocobos.
Oh yeah, dude. There's a
man.
whole section of breeding them, but there's also a whole section of like they have different styles, and you can get them and do different like
Mhm.
races and challenges.
Yeah, I dabbled on the PC version with all of that. I didn't go too deep, but I plan to go super deep. I did with Queen's Blood. I love the card game. I know you hate it.
Nah, fuck
But I
that.
loved the card
I will
game.
literally only play the 3 matches it requires you to play for that quest.
I went into cities looking for the Queen's Blood person. Like, that's why I'm here. Like, where is the Queen's Blood guy? Like, I love that card game.
If it's good, I love it. You know what I mean? Like the one that was in.
8?
Oh God, what? No,
The Witcher.
no. No, give me a minute here. It's not a card game technically. You had the pieces you found in Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, we're good. I'm good.
I didn't even know it had something like that. Oh.
Yeah. Every
Oh.
outpost has this game you can play. And I was
Probably
just like,
just
yeah.
help you fall asleep like the rest of the game.
Yeah, I must have missed that.
Yeah, it depends on how good the game is. Like I remember Final Fantasy 15 had one game, and I just remember going, yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, 15 wasn't all that. They started adding those in, I think 8 might, because I don't think 7 had a little mini game, but 8 had.
7 had
Seven
fucking
didn't
3
have a little
billion
minigame?
mini
Are you out of
games.
your fucking mind?
I mean, not necessarily, not like the Golden
You know
Sauce.
one
I mean, like,
okay.
yeah, you know what I mean. Like the one where you go from village to village, there's different chat. Like it didn't have like
I would
that. Like
argue
it had
that
the central.
the Chocobo racing was the mini game.
Well, 100%. Yeah,
I'll
I
tell
guess
you
that
this:
was.
in Final Fantasy Rebirth, they added more mini games.
Oh no, they did. There's a butt ton. Like there's so much to get lost in this game. Like it is crazy. Like it's, oh man, I can't wait for, was it June? I think it's next month.
Yeah, it's June.
Okay. But yeah, I'm good. That's it. I forgot I had messed with that. Just want to throw that out there. So if y'all thinking about it, progress carries over. So definitely check that out.
All right. The next three games that I will talk about are all like, hey, remember this game? Here's something like that. And then I have a rant about fucking indie games trying to capture old games. But first, we'll start off with Spy Drops, which is essentially Metal Gear Solid anime.
Okay.
It has PS1 aesthetic. Also has PS1 controls. So yeah, not the most fun I had playing a stealth game. That's for sure. The next one was Drakamar, which is like a PS2 style era, like character platformer, where you can like catch these little monsters and they can do different things for you. It's fine. It's very colorful. I am having fun with it. And then the last one.
Okay, quickly.
Yes.
I looked up Spy Drops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so first of all, this is now the second time I've looked at a game where I'm like, okay, all right, I like that they're like Metal Gear Solid inspired or whatever, but like the other one was oh fuck, it was the guy that made Dust and Elysian Tale.
Oh yeah, the Metal Gear ripoff game. Unmetal.
Oh boy.
Was it Unmetal?
No, Unmetal was made by the guy who made Unepic. That Unmetal was good. I'm talking.
I know what
funny.
you're talking about. It's a turn-based game.
No, it's not turn-based.
It's the grid movement game.
Sorry?
I thought it was the grid movement game.
No. Give me a second here.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I played Dust. I liked that game. I didn't know he made another game. I didn't.
Yeah. Hold on. It's called.
Makes great radio.
Okay, hold on. Why when I hold on? I click on. Okay, so I guess is Humble Hearts part of Xbox now?
If it is, it's news to me. I don't know.
Yeah, so when I click on Humble Hearts, because it says Dust and Elysian Tale, publisher, Xbox Game Studios. I click on Humble Hearts LLC, it brings me to Xbox Game Studios. What?
I remember that game was on, like, Dust was on arcade, because that's where I think it was like one of those summer of arcade games, you know, when they used to do that, which was really cool. I missed that type of shit.
Yeah, I guess it's... What was his next game? God damn it.
This is...
Oh, I'm fucking irritated now. God damn it.
He's on a quest now, so...
Never Stop Sneaking?
Never Gonna Give You Up. I love that song.
Never Stop Sneaking. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay.
So,
It looks like Metal Gear Solid, and I was excited, and then the game was just kind of mindless, and I was like, oh.
Oh, wow, it's sneaking with the little...
Sneaking.
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
Oh, it does look like Metal Gear. Holy, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't care much for that game.
Yeah, well, none of us remembered it.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So...
Like, you say Dust, and I'm like, an Elysian Tale? That game's great.
Yeah, his next game was not.
Alright, so the next game, so Drakamar, Spy Drops, the next game is Elementalis. And this is a I Want to Be Zelda game. It's literally the top-down, side-scrolling Zelda game. It's fine. Like, I only play a little bit of it, and for a reason that I have a problem with all three of these games. Y'all want to capture that magic from back then, right? But you also, for some reason, want to shoehorn in your fucking fan fiction, because y'all don't shut the fuck up. Like, I don't need a 30-minute story before I take control of my character to slice my sword at bushes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, I think people have learned weirdly the wrong lesson from, and I don't even know where they learned it from, but like, what games are talked about online a lot and don't really have.
We don't need like a backstory.
Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Dark Souls has very little dialogue, and the dialogue that's there is very cryptic. when I say Dark Souls, I mean everything From Software does. Five Nights at Freddy's has dialogue. A lot of it is cryptic, or not cryptic, but a lot of it is more just basically the how to play the game. Everything else you have to extrapolate from what you see. Um, like the games where the lore is the thing that is talked about are generally not using a ton of dialogue to talk about the lore.
It's just
because then there's nothing to talk about.
It's just like you start the game off and you get these. They always want to go back to the old school, so like let's just do a little dialogue box and let's have these people talk to each other, and it's just like you just constantly press the button like, oh look, you found this. Oh, that's great. We have to go see this person. Okay, well let's talk to this person. Oh, did you clean your room? No. Okay, well, dude, Zelda starts off and it's like, Link, wake up.
Yeah, A Link to the Past. Yeah.
Then you meet your uncle. He's like, "You gotta save the princess. Here's my sword."
You stay, and then you find him dead, and he's like, "I gotta tell you something," and then dies, and then you're basically no text until you get to the chapel.
There's more to that game. I thought you were just supposed to stay. I played that and just stayed. I was waiting for something to happen. Man told me to stay.
Yeah, just hang out in your house. Like, I'm going back to bed.
Yeah, so I smashed some pots and stuff, but
Nowadays, that would be the alternate ending.
You would actually,
but it's just like all these games where like the lore is heavily discussed and keeps the conversation alive is doing a lot more showing than telling. One of the, and I've been thinking about it recently for some reason, probably because there's just not a lot of games like it. It's like you should see the Nomad's blog for Shadow of the Colossus, a game where the dialogue is not even spoken in a real language, and the very little that's there is both cryptic and irrelevant to the parts that he's exploring. He's simply exploring the world, and finding hidden spots and the detail that they put in, because that's the interesting stuff. Just let the game speak for itself. You're like for every game that is written well, like, most games aren't. It's true.
It's not even like just an indie problem of these people trying to recapture these games. Like Nintendo games nowadays, like Mario games have like these long, drawn out dialogue segments. I'm like, brother, I don't need that. Like, I don't need to know what Mario's feeling. Okay, like I don't care.
He killed the Koopa. That's all he wanted.
The only time I've really liked that was Odyssey, because the worlds were so different. So everybody's world was a little bit. It was interesting to kind of interact with the locals, because that's a new thing for Mario. But
I don't need that. Like every world in Super Mario World was different, but I didn't need to talk to the dinosaur fucker.
Well, sure, but it felt interesting because you were on a worldwide journey, not just like a small island in the middle of the water, right? But if every Mario game played like that, and I think Galaxy kind of leaned a bit too much into it, where I was just like, yeah, but like the level's straightforward, so I'm not sure why we're talking.
I just feel like there's a lot of games that we just don't require this. Like, there are games that are built for that, and there are games that just need to know they need to shut the fuck up. Like, that's a lot of my problems with modern games, is they need to shut the fuck up. Like, yellow paint irritates some people. I don't care.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, there are some things that irritate people. I don't care. I just need you to shut up so I can play the game. Like, especially at the beginning, like when you want me to see how your game plays, don't make me wait 25 or 30 minutes to actually like play your game. And it's just I can't stand it. And so many of these games. And also indie developers like, I want to capture Super Nintendo. Motherfucker, I ain't seen a game look as good as a Super Nintendo game for most of these indie games. Like, how can you not accomplish something that was accomplished, fuck, brother, was that 40 years ago at this point? Getting close to it?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. So I was watching a video about Golden Sun: The Lost Age last night from Magyar, on YouTube, and
Is it new? Is it a new video?
yeah, it's a new
I'll
one.
have to watch that. Okay.
Make sure you've watched his Golden Sun one first, but he made a point where it's like a lot of the indie stuff nowadays, because it's Camelot that made the Golden Sun games.
Mm-hmm.
And he makes a point of how interesting the world looks on this. I don't remember how many pixels tall and wide the Game Boy screen is, but like I don't think the width is more than 290 pixels or something like that. It's tiny. And how good it looks, how much detail they crammed into the world to build the character of it. And of course they have to bake in the lighting, right? They don't have like a modern lighting thing. It's like, yeah, it's just funny that you bring that up, because he points out like, yeah, newer games try to capture that aesthetic, but they're using modern graphical elements like lighting, which he's like, I get it. It's easier, and I'm sure they would have used that if they had it at the time, but it definitely feels very different than the old style of like, if you want something to look lit up, you have to do that.
It's crazy to me that games are supposedly easier to make now, but they take longer and they're not as good.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd go that far. I would argue the issue, it kind of goes back to the thing I always say of like, the games don't have to keep reinventing the wheel every time. Like, as much as Tears of the Kingdom didn't click with me for more story reasons than anything, although I wasn't enjoying the building of shit, they did something really smart. They reused something that already worked. I had no issue with the game looking like it did because it looked fantastic. I played Breath of the Wild on the fucking Wii U. That's how I finished that game. That game looked great, right? It was stylized, sure, but like it looked great.
I mean, we've preached that 1,000 times, that art style trumps technical prowess.
What I'm saying though is like they didn't have to go and reinvent the wheel, and I feel like everybody thinks they have to do something new with every game. Like, why it's like they take forever. It's like, you don't.
I disagree with that, because I don't think games try to reinvent the wheel. I mean, you guys talked about Assassin's Creed. Every one of those games has a similar thing going on with it. Like, tell me the difference between The Last of Us and Uncharted. It's the same engine, it's the same premise.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? You're right.
Like, they're not reinventing the wheel. They're just trying to make it look so freaking ridiculously good that you're like, oh my god, look how good this looks like. I don't care. I don't care if I shoot a rock on the side of a cliff, it causes a rock slide. Like, I'm never going to do that.
Yeah.
Unless it's literally a mechanic.
Right. It's like all the systems in Crimson Desert, but I would argue that Uncharted is not a misery simulator like Last of Us.
No, it's not a misery simulator, but it's the same thing where you walk forward, you do a little action sequence, and then you walk forward a little more. Like,
yeah, and there's another one, and then
all of Sony's games like have a template. It's almost like they have this design doc that they send out to every developer. They're like, well, you got to have this, you got to have this, you got to have this, you got to have this.
And I think they probably do have something like that.
It's ridiculous because, like, I don't want that. Like, I miss when games were different. Like, Parappa the Rapper and Siphon Filter were completely different games.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ghost of Tsushima and Days Gone share a hell of a lot of similarities.
And reinvent the wheel was the wrong terminology. I meant more of graphically, like trying to look better.
Oh yeah, we don't need it. We've passed the point of no return here.
I don't give a shit that all the Yakuza games aren't the prettiest games on the face of the planet. Just make it look good once. Fuck it.
Yeah, I don't come to Yakuza for the visuals.
Goddamn world, for fuck's sakes. And I keep going through Kamurocho, and I'm like, yeah, I don't give a shit. This is home.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, the Naughty Dog stuff drives me crazy. Like, I don't understand how you can't ship a game in an entire generation just because you want to make this thing that nobody's ever going to see do something.
Right.
But like, look at God of War, right? Like, they did 2 games. Okay.
Yeah, 2 games since the PS4.
Yeah,
Oh wow, I didn't think about that. You're right. Damn.
It's just like, what were those games not good looking
Oh
enough?
wait, three. You got to count that side scroller one.
But that's not from that same team.
Oh, I thought it was.
No,
I didn't realize that was
it's from oh god, I don't want to get into it. It's one of those. It's like Mega Cat Studios or something. I think did that.
Gotcha. That's fine.
Yeah,
I thought it was like a smaller section of them that did it. I'm sorry.
No.
But it's like
No.
in the PS2 era, and I'm going to include the the PSP in this. You had 1 and 2, and then you had 2 on the PSP. And the PSP games clearly don't look nearly as good. In PS3, you got God of War 3, and what is it? Ascendance? No,
Ascension. God of War Ascension.
Ascension.
We don't talk about ascendancy.
Yeah, but then it's like, and then you had the remasters of the PS2 games, and it's like, that was fine. They looked prettier. They were not on the PS2 anymore. You could play all of your God of War games on the same console, but like, I just, it's this time in between to make it look great. It's like, cool.
Brother, we got 3 Mass Effects on the 360. We got 1.
We got
since
3.
then.
We got 4. We got 4 Ratchet and Clank games on PS2.
Mm-hmm.
We got 2 ports of PSP games on PS2.
Naughty Dog
on
shipped
PS3,
3 Jack and Daxter games on the PS2.
We got 4. Jack
Well,
Daxter
if you count the combat, I was just talking about the
I will,
platformers.
but I will because it is that studio. And then again, you got a port of Precursor Legacy or not? Wait, what? No, that's the first game.
You talking about Daxter?
No, Daxter wasn't ported to PS2. That's the only one that for some reason wasn't ported. The final game that was on the PSP, it was the last game in the series, got ported to PS2. And again, like you look at like PS3 era, Naughty Dog did what, 3 games? And Insomniac did what, 5 Ratchet and Clanks, for fuck's sakes.
And 2
and it's just
Infamouses.
like, I don't.
Oh, that was Sucker Punch. Sorry.
That was Sucker Punch. And I don't know, it's weird because it's like I'd rather see more of my fucking franchises. And yeah, everybody's trying to do this, make it. You're right. Ultimately, this came off of the idea of like, you can't make a game look as good as these SNES games, and I was going to try to argue that you could, but you're right, they don't. And they take up way more space, and I hate agreeing with you on this because I don't want to be like, oh, games were just better back then, because that's not fully true either.
No,
But,
I didn't say they were better. I meant in a sense of like, we were getting
They
different
felt like
stuff.
A better experience overall.
Yeah, like you got a game, and then you got like the only companies even close to that now is Nintendo, and even Nintendo falters in some areas of like, why are we doing this when we could be doing that? Like, I don't.
We have Good Feel, who does really good like different takes on our characters. Like, they are the ones that did Epic Yarn, and they're the ones that did like Woolly World and Crafted World for Yoshi. And then it's like, what if we made them to a Princess Peach game?
Yeah.
And I had hopes, and then boy, that was one of the games of all time. It wasn't even like bad enough to be super critical of. It was just like, this is a game.
Yeah, I really didn't like that game. I don't know. It feels different. Two real quick last games that I played. That NBA Bounce was on free play this weekend. It's all right.
What is that?
It's a basketball game with like super deformed characters. It's okay.
Okay, I gotcha.
And I played that Don't Nod game, Aphelion. I played it for about an hour. It controls weird. It feels like, I don't know, man. Like, some of the stuff you want to try to do just feels stiff. I like the story. I like the premise. Like, you crash on this planet in a spaceship, and it's a Don't Nod game, so you're just literally walking forward and doing, like, Uncharted, gripping on the walls and climbing kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, there's no combat that I can tell. And also you have to press a button every time you grab a ledge, which is weird.
Oh, Lord.
Like, you press A to jump to it, and then you have to press X real quick, or otherwise you get that, oh, I'm hanging, quickly press the A button, don't fall, kind of thing. But she just controls so weird. Like, it's stiff and doesn't feel good. I don't know, there's something weird about it. So, that's it. So, let's look at what's out this week. It's a light week, from what I see here. Motor Slice, Wax Heads, The Tag-Along Obsession, Tri-Six Infinite 2, Froggy Hates Snow, Haneda Girl, Mixtape. I think that's the game everybody's looking forward to this week. I've seen a lot of people talking about that. Priest Simulator Vampire Show, 2 Point Museum Artifacts. That's clever. Will Follow the Light, Akuma Rise, Declines Drops, and the Hydroneer. Like I said, you don't have an anchor game this week apparently.
No. What is Mixtape? I'm gonna have to look that up because I don't know what that one is.
I've just seen people talking about it. I don't know what it is. Indiana Jones does come out for the Nintendo Switch on the 12th, though. Oh, that's next week. Sorry.
I really thought you were going to be like, Indiana Jones knows what it is, though. And I was like, what?
I mean, he might.
Does?
I mean, he is an archaeologist. He is a professor.
He is.
So. Yeah, it's a light week. So, we'll move on to the news. Pull this up. All right. Microsoft earnings were crap, and everybody's like, how did you not fix this in 60 days, Asha Sharma? I want my card back.
Yeah. Yeah.
God. Microsoft is also giving Xbox employees an option to change their email address to xbox.com instead of Microsoft. Okay. Why is this a news story?
Right.
Xbox did launch what's called a game package manager, which makes it easier for devs to publish on their platforms. It replaces the Microsoft Partner Center. So hopefully this means we'll get more games on Xbox, because maybe Microsoft Partner Center was bad or something. I don't know.
I hope so.
The memory crisis will affect Xbox Project Helix, according to CEO Asha Sharma. So we'll put that in the no shit column.
I was going to say, like, why would you be exempt from it if everybody else is like, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
God knows what life's going to be like in a year or whatever it comes out. Like,
yeah. Oh, man.
Xbox did an update for April for everybody that's not in the beta. You get more groups on home, more customization, disable quick resume for select titles. Xbox ROG Ally X Auto Super Resolution is now in preview, and new Xbox. I think the Xbox mode rolled out for PC, if I read that correctly.
It did, because my app updated on my computer and asked me if I wanted to use that. I haven't actually used it, but it did update. So
does it like ask you when you boot it up? Like, can you? When are they gonna make it so the controller can control your desktop to launch that? Like, that's.
Well, it might be able to do it now because you can launch Steam Big Picture mode with your controller. If you double tap the Xbox button, it opens up Big Picture mode Steam, which is essentially just the Xbox, or PlayStation hub, but on a PC stuff. So the Xbox one might have that functionality. I'll have to look at it and I'll report next week. I'll let y'all know.
Yeah, I don't mess around with it enough to know. So I think we talked about that DRM stuff with Sony last week. It was real, it wasn't real, it was real.
Yeah.
Apparently it ended up being that they put it on there for people who refund games.
Oh.
So like if you buy a game and return it, like people were able to circumvent that and like keep playing the game even though they got their money back. I don't know.
Okay. Oh, okay.
People like linger on things way too long. Oh my God,
for sure.
This happened. Oh Jesus. Sony's raising prices in Southeast Asia on everything. They're also raising prices on refurbished consoles, which is one of the funniest things I've ever read because they don't have to make those.
Right. It's already somebody else's. All you did was replace some part. How you gonna raise the price? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hilarious. PlayStation Plus essential games for May include EA Sports FC 26, Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, and Nine Souls. Shuei Yoshida said the platform exclusives model is unsustainable and PlayStation games on PC wouldn't slow down PS5 sales. He says if going back to exclusives, he's curious how they are able to maintain investment on first-party side going forward. We still haven't got official confirmation that they're not making PC games anymore, by the way.
Oh, I thought they did.
No, this is all just a rumor that started with Jason Schreier, and it's just taken a life of its own. No, PlayStation has never said a word about it. Super Mario Galaxy 2 on Switch 2 received an update which adds a new story to the storybook. You can read the new story by clearing any galaxy and earning a Power Star. This one I'm going to read because the irony is hilarious to me. Nintendo of America issued at least 20 copyright strikes against PokeNational, a YouTube channel which made videos about Pokemon in a National Geographic style. They took their videos offline and the channel was deleted. Nintendo didn't have any problem with the White House doing that.
Right.
Universal apparently added a third Nintendo Illumination movie to its schedule, which is set for April 2028. Wonder what that is. April 2028. That'd be about the time for a third Mario movie, wouldn't it?
Actually, yeah.
2 years?
Yeah. Yep. Because it was 2 years between this one and the last. So, yeah, that's what that is. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. They might hint at what the next one is going to be or something.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth game director Naoki Hamaguchi says he is confident that they can deliver a culmination of the trilogy and that development itself is proceeding on time and on schedule. You know it's going to burn for the PlayStation people when that game is announced and it's not exclusive.
Yep.
It is going to burn them so bad. What else we got here? The producer of Resident Evil Requiem said people should try to complete the game next week. This could be a small hint about a mini game DLC that's about to drop.
Oh, we get Mercenaries? Is that what that is?
I don't know. Treasure is teasing something Guardian Heroes. They responded to Sega's Sega Universe announcement with look forward to future developments, followed by a cryptic message and new artwork. Pearl Abyss gave every employee 5 million won, which is around 3.4K bonus to celebrate 5 million sales milestone of Crimson Desert.
That's cool.
That game is doing really well. Oh, what else we got here? There's rumors of a Pragmata sequel. Capcom is looking into making this IP a series now.
Must have sold well.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess it did. It also got reviewed really well. Crossplay is now available in Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. There's also a rumor that NetherRealm is working on Injustice 3, according to an artist who worked for WB.
It'll be full of the stuff that Mortal Kombat 1 is full of.
What bullshit?
Exactly that.
Yeah. Digital Brothers have acquired the IP rights for Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. Valve confirmed the release date and the price for its new controller. A lot of reviews went up this week. It is $99 and will release today. So you can buy it today. Are you not excited?
No, that's I mean, it looks cool. I like some of the functionality and stuff that it has, but that's an expensive controller.
It is.
I mean, it's already $60 to get a.
No, it's not.
Or like the other ones.
No, it's not.
What they doing up? How much is it?
70 is the base now. I think DualSenses are 80. Right?
Jesus, man.
Am I crazy? Hold on. DualSense controller. No, they're 70. Depending on if you. No, wait. Sorry. There's so many different prices. Like, how do you know what's? I see one for $67.99. I see one for $84.99. Like, what are we doing? Controllers are too damn expensive. That's the moral of the story. Creative Assembly released the first trailer for Alien Isolation 2. Anybody excited about that game?
No.
You didn't like the first one?
Which one was it?
Alien Isolation.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Sorry. I don't know why I was thinking of
Colonial Marines.
I think that is what I was thinking about. No, the Isolation was the one where you're like Ripley's daughter or whatever.
Yeah,
that one
on
was
the
good.
ship running from the one alien.
Yeah, that was good. The sequel should be dope.
Nacon Connect is set for May 7th. Also in Nacon news, they shut down spiders.
Yeah.
Here's their Nacon Connect. We're fucked, and then that's how it ends. Spiders.
I love spiders, but I don't think
name.
losing spiders is fucking over Nacon. Just saying.
No, but that's part of the reason why. Like they're fucked already. Is my point.
Yeah.
They were trying to find buyers for these studios because they're in trouble. Look, I loved Spider's work, but like I did not play Greedfall 2, and from the sounds of it, I wouldn't like it if I had. So
I'm not sure anybody liked it.
Yeah.
So
I know I didn't. Man.
Oh, Zach Krieger's Resident Evil film had the first trailer this week and release date September 18th.
Man, people were upset about this.
Now, what else is new?
Right. Okay, because I guess the guy has said that he didn't want to mess with the lore of the movie, and I'm sure somebody out there is listening is like, hey, really say that? This is what I've seen on the internet. Okay, I haven't fact checked all of this because honestly, y'all, I don't care that much. But what I saw is the man said that he didn't want to mess with the lore, so that's why he's not messing with any of the characters from the games, and so that's why we're going to focus on what we say his name was, Chad. We're going to focus on Chad.
Yeah, Chad
trying to get his girlfriend. That's why we're going to see that. Part of me thinks that that's cool and that's fair, right? You don't want to mess with because it takes place during Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, it takes place in 98.
Yeah, 98. So Leon and them was at the police station doing what they doing, and you're trying to get to your girlfriend. That's fine. I just feel like it's almost a cop out creatively. Because as convoluted as the and I'm saying this as somebody who writes, because I know this dude wrote this script or whatever, like as convoluted as the Resident Evil timeline is, there are so many characters that we haven't seen in different years where you could have easily made a movie about Leon at this particular time frame where we haven't seen what he had going on. You know what I mean? Like there's that period of time for all of the characters.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say he's attempting his best to, not dissimilar to the movie Doctor Sleep, sort of appeal to the game players of Resident Evil and the people who like the movies.
That I think you're right. I see what you're saying.
This way, I'm doing my own thing in the world of it. You'll hear Umbrella, you'll see the aftermath, but I'm not playing with any of the main characters because those characters are doing this in the video games, but are doing this in the shitty Mila Jovovich movies.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't like those movies because I don't think they're very good, but that is a personal opinion. That is not an objective take on that. They're action movies. They're just not my type of thing. So I get wanting to sort of be able to appeal to both audiences. Look at Silent Hill. Look how well those movies have done.
I didn't even realize
You
the
know,
new one was streaming, and I saw it this weekend on sale for $10. I was like,
Yeah.
no.
Was it good? Because I
I
thought.
didn't see
No.
it. I heard it was
Oh,
terrible.
okay.
I haven't seen it
Everybody
either.
that's seen it has said it's awful.
Okay.
So
And does it adhere to the games, or is it one
Yeah,
of the
I haven't seen
whatever
killing
it.
the
the fuck
side
it
story?
wants with the games.
Gotcha. Okay,
That's
so
the
it's
problem.
doing
Like
YOLO.
that's the reason why. Like I get just being like, no, we're just in Raccoon City because that's the most interesting location in all the games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I mean,
it
don't
is.
get me wrong. I think that there are some interesting stories to be told, right? About people that are, just in there while all the ones from the games are doing what they're doing. But I think they did that even with the games. Like, wasn't that what Outbreak was? You were a bunch of random people in Raccoon City, that weren't necessarily the main characters, and you were just trying to escape. Like, so,
Right, but
I don't know.
what I'm saying is for the same reason that Outbreak works, why not have this
I got
movie
you.
be that? You
For
know what
sure.
I mean? Outbreak, I think you chose your character, so it's like, the character was not the important part.
Right.
It was a skin, essentially, so.
I got you. And yeah, I never actually played that. I've heard a lot of things about it, a lot of good things, but I've never actually got to play Outbreak.
Like, why isn't this an adaptation of Resident Evil Survivor, right?
Brother, don't.
Yeah, I knew I was going to bother Ken.
Don't. The voice acting in that game is man. You think Resident Evil's got bad, but play Survivor.
Just find somebody who has abnormally large hands.
It's I love the line where he's like, "My friend Leon S. Kennedy." Like, who says that? Who says their friend's name like that? Like,
right?
Leon S. Kennedy. Like, that game was so bad. The enemies, it was a light gun game that didn't have a light gun, and it's like the enemies didn't even move half the time. It's so bad. Anyway, what else we got? We got some release dates. NBA The Run launches this June. Warhammer 40k Speed Freaks launches May 21st. Blood of the Dawnwalker launches September 3rd. That's all for that one. So go to the next page.
Looking forward to all three of those. The Run, actually, for those that don't know, because I saw a video about this, it's done by one of the developers that worked at EA Big. So this is their attempt to kind of bring back an NBA Street-ish game. And the gameplay actually looked really good. There were some videos of people that actually got to play it, and they were commenting that it actually plays really well. Like they weren't expecting much from it, but it actually plays pretty well. And it's like it's the anti 2K basketball game. So there's no more having to hit the green meter and all that shit. It's back to, how it was. Like you release it at the top of your jump like we used to play the game. Like, but then you got all the crossover moves and stuff. So it actually looks pretty good.
I would say temper your expectations because the last time that happened,
Oh, for sure.
when the Burnout people left EA and made a new game,
I heard that wasn't all that.
Yeah.
Was that dangerous driving or something like that?
Dangerous Driving, it was not good. Even their most recent game, what was it, Recreation? I think is that one.
Oh, was that them?
Yeah, I think that was
seeing
them
that.
too. And like, it's fine, but man,
Gotcha.
there's something about Burnout that just it hit different.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like it's going to be the same, but because Street was, man, just when you had to be there.
NBA Street is like, I swear to God, if you made those games today, like if you remastered them, they'd sell like fucking crazy. That and Def Jam.
Yeah, like I don't, y'all leaving money on the table. Like, absolutely,
it's got to
like,
be
oh
licensed shit, right? It's got to be licensed.
Gotta be. Cause,
like I can't imagine trying to license Def Jam in this day and age. Like Jesus.
Oh my God. Well, see, because then like half those people, actually, I don't even know if any of them are still on Def Jam. So like that whole thing would be a mess. I feel like.
Yeah. They announced the Rugrats Retro Rewind collection. Guess what? It's not coming to.
Exclusively not on the Xbox.
Yes, there you go.
As is tradition.
Captain Majima is coming to Sonic Crossworlds Racing. Oh, he's already out. Okay.
Nice. Wait, is it just a skin, like a card, or does he have a map?
Character. No, the maps are like unicorns in that game. Like,
maps are crossover characters only, not Sega owned properties.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Power Wash.
Dumb fuck reason.
Power Wash Simulator 2 is getting Star Wars DLC. Okay, I gotta buy that.
Yep. Yep, I saw that.
Come
That's, yeah.
on. Dead or Alive 6 Last Round announced a King of Fighters 14 crossover, drops June 25th, alongside Last Round Core Fighter. This was a very controversial announcement because these characters were already in that game, so you're selling us a definitive version that doesn't have everything in it. Like,
Nice.
yeah, it's fucked up. Subnautica got a release date. Why do I not see it here? May 14th.
Too.
May 14th.
Yeah. And it's going to be on Game Pass.
Yes.
Which is nice.
They are still making a PS5 and Nintendo Switch version as well.
Yeah, this is early access. That's why it's only on Xbox, because it's technically in the game preview, and PlayStation doesn't have a program like that.
Unless
I don't think Nintendo does either.
they want to do it, which they have in the past.
Yeah, because they did it for... What game was that? Yeah, they did let them on there. I don't remember what it was, but you're right. You're right.
Star Wars Galactic Racer got its release date October 6th. Can't wait for that.
I was iffy. I know y'all have more affinity for Star Wars Racer than I don't remember it being all that. But this does actually look really good. That Galactic Racer looks good.
Yeah.
It does look good.
I'm in for that game. GameStop is preparing to make a bid for eBay.
Sure, why not? Like, fuck it. Okay. They don't know what they want to do.
Yeah, we had a bunch of fighting game announcements because it was Evo. No, it's not Evo time. There was some kind of tournament.
That's July. Yeah, I don't remember which one.
Melty Blood Twilumina is coming in 2027. Surprisingly for everything, it's not skipping Xbox, which is crazy. Fatal Fury announced their next character. It's Mr. Karate. He launches in May. What else we got here? Lego's making a Sega Genesis, Anthony. 479 pieces. $40.
400. Sorry, how much?
$40.
$40. That'll be probably.
I thought he was going to say $479.
That's what I figured.
Let's take a look at it, and maybe you'll see why it's $40.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Righty. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's pretty, It's not got the same love that Nintendo did it?
I was about to say, they clearly are Nintendo fans over at Lego.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Am I gonna buy it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
$40.
But Jesus H. Christ.
Yeah. That's wow.
Yeah.
Sorry. I meant Leon S. Kennedy. That's a lot of. This is how you refer to your friends.
Leon S. Kennedy.
Yeah.
Pac-Man. Pac-Man's getting a new animated series called Pac-Man Snack Breaks.
Yes,
I saw that.
I know the voice. I'm familiar with the guy who voices Clyde in it. I've seen his work online. I'm excited. I like Pac-Man.
It's on YouTube, of all things.
Perfect. Then I gotta pay for it.
Except you do pay for it.
Well, I pay for it, but I don't have to pay for it. See, that's the benefit of YouTube. Is I'm paying for the joy of not having to watch ads or fight with ad blockers, amongst other benefits. Unlike Netflix, where it's you pay for this, you pay to see the shit you want to see, and it's cool, great, but if I don't want to see it, this becomes pointless. So,
Kunimitsu is the next Tekken 8 character.
that means nothing to me.
June 1st. You don't know who Kunimitsu is?
Man, Tekken's never been my thing. I feel bad.
Yeah, there's a whole new season 3 pass. Kunimitsu is the first character, then we get Bob, then we get Roger Jr., and then a secret character.
I know Roger Jr. and Bob.
Bob was already in it. I didn't even realize that.
Kunimitsu was in Tekken 3 the first time. I'm shocked you don't know.
What's the gimmick?
She's
of that
she's kind of like Yoshimitsu. She wears a mask. It's like a fox mask.
Okay, I think I may know the character. I know Bob for sure, because he's the big android, right?
No, Bob is the fat guy.
He's the fat guy.
Yeah.
Okay, All right. And then
Android is Jack.
Jack. See, okay. I knew it was a single
Tekken has some
syllable
great
name.
character names. Paul, Jack, Roger. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Roger Jr. is the
Kangaroo.
Kangaroo, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
and then there was I know some of them, and then there's the weird. Sure, Yoshimitsu's in this as well.
Yeah, Yoshimitsu was
All
in
right.
the base characters, I believe, or maybe he was in season 1 or so. I don't remember. That game's been out a long time.
You might know Yoshimitsu from from the other fighting game series Namco does.
He was in Soul Calibur, yeah. Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls adds Black Panther and Hulk as playable characters.
Voldo for Tekken.
Voldo is yeah. Mariachi Legends adds Xbox and Game Pass versions. That's it. That's the news.
All right.
I do have some tweets. I don't think I have any Blue Sky. I have one Blue Sky message. I'll read that one first. It's from Blue Apple. He says, Shuhei Yoshida's Japanese studios are unlikely to replicate the production scale and speed of Chinese games like Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail. Can Western developers achieve China scale without AI? China is infamous for the 996 work schedule and rapid personnel change. No.
Yeah, the answer is no, but I'm gonna even just go further. It's like when this is when these Chinese games start, like, we're still in the infancy of it, right? At one point in time, Japan was the powerhouse, and then America was the powerhouse. Well, America was the powerhouse, then Japan, whatever, And I'm going to tell you now, it's not whether or not they can win, it's whether they can sustain, right? Like, that's arguably going to be the most interesting part. Like,
yeah, the China market doesn't care if the rocks fall down the hill when you shoot one of them.
Well, that too, but but they don't care right now. I don't know if that'll change. I don't know because I'm not there, and like with Black Myth Wukong, amazing looking game. It is another one of those doable, right?
Well, they're making a new one, right?
Right, but will that sustain an audience? Like I don't know. I would hope so. If the effort that they went into Wukong, which is, again, I didn't play a ton of it, but it was very well done. Like even the gameplay of it, but does that ignite the world like Wukong did? I don't know. I don't know. Again, it's hard to tell right now because we, as outsiders, are, we have been closed off as much as they've been closed off from us. We've been closed off from them. So we're kind of in the infancy stages of China being a dominant powerhouse. It's just whether or not they maintain it, and I don't know enough about how possible that is. Because you would think all those Japanese studios from the PS2 era would still be open, and yet, right? So.
Did you get cut off, or were you done?
No, I mean, no, I was done. I mean, you would figure all those Japanese studios from the PS2 era where everybody had a real good chance of success, and some of them did succeed, would still be around. They're not. So what does that say about, being popular now, right?
Yeah, it goes back to the conversation we had earlier about how games were different back then. Like, a game selling 1 million was a big deal. And now a game selling 1 million is like, oh, you underperformed. Like, I don't know. I don't really care for this model.
I realize a lot of their stuff is gacha too. So
yeah, it's a different style of game for sure.
But when the next gacha game comes out, is it gonna be from China? I don't know.
I mean, the Americans keep trying to make one, and they can't do it right. So
it won't be America. That I'll say that.
Yeah. All right, Shogun says playing my backlog, and I know he meant Expedition 33, but he called it Exposition 33, which is hilarious. It's cool. Played it when it first came out. Never left to start the expedition. Finally did it the other day, and oh god, that didn't go as planned. Having a hard time with the battle system. It's all about timing, but let's add slow motion before they hit. Yeah, if you're having trouble early on in Expedition 33, some of that late game stuff is oof.
And definitely some of the extra bosses.
Yeah.
Because some of them you literally have to parry and stuff to even damage them. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, Expedition 33 like had a run, and now I think it's on its what they call that, the disappointment tour, where everybody's like, oh, it wasn't as good as they made it out to be. So I don't know. I still like that game. I still think it had a lot of problems, but I don't know. People are weird. He says, I'm playing Aphelion about an hour in. Is there a way for her to actually jump and grab a ledge and hang on? Seems like every time I have to make a huge jump, she's going to slip. Great Game Pass game so far. Yeah, I mentioned this when I was talking about it. You have to press X when you make a jump. So when you hit the ledge, you have to press X, otherwise it will do the slip animation, which is annoying as shit.
Tomb Raider did that too.
Tomb Raider did it
would jump
on occasion. It wasn't
it
every
wasn't
time.
all the time.
Yeah. This game, it's every time. If you don't hit the X button, you're going to slip.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah.
And the jumping in this game it's not great. It's not.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The controls in that game are just really awkward to me. But it's don't nod. So
I was going to say that's like they're like hit or miss sometimes with the. So yeah.
I mean, they really had one claim to fame, right? Which was Life is Strange, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
like they have other games, but have any of them been
hit like that? I don't think so. Because that's got so many freaking versions and sequels and spinoffs.
And they don't even make them anymore.
Yeah, they're not even working on them anymore. I
didn't know that.
Yeah, they passed it off to another team.
Their first game was Remember Me.
Mm-hmm. I enjoyed that.
That game was good. It wasn't great.
Yeah.
Right. Life is Strange, 2015.
Which is their big claim to fame.
Yep. And that game, people forget, that game was being released episodically, and they actually reacted to fan feedback.
I didn't know that.
Or I didn't mean to say fan feedback from the players.
Yeah.
Because they were changing stuff, writing it sort of as they go. They had their plot figured out, but they were reacting. So those, because a lot of people complained about episode 1, and they fixed a lot of that stuff by episode 3.
God, remember when episodic gaming was all the rage?
Yeah, I hated it then.
I did as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the rest of their games. 2018 Vampire.
Oof.
I liked Vampire. Really? I liked Vampire.
It was fine, but it didn't leave a lasting impression.
I got you.
Their last work on the Life is Strange series was The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, which was the sort of demo for
Yeah,
Life
it's
is
a free
Strange
demo.
2.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Life is Strange 2, no one talks about because it doesn't have the main character, like it doesn't have the same character. Similar to, I think, True Colors, which was a different character as well, but kind of went back to the feeling of the first Life is Strange. Tell Me Why.
Yeah, nobody talks about that game.
I think that one they've given away for free a couple times for Pride Month. Twin Mirror.
I don't even remember that game.
Yep. Harmony, The Fall of Reverie.
I don't remember that game either.
Jusant.
I do remember that game, but I did not like it.
Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden.
I played some of that. I liked the story, but I didn't. The combat was very meh.
Yeah, that game.
Lost Records, Bloom and Rage.
I remember people hyping that up, and then it was like, What?
And Aphelion. They're
Yeah.
a studio I want to do well, but they just kind of make games where I'm like,
It's weird how they
I don't
keep
know.
making games. That's the end of my sentence. That's the end
They
of my
were
sentence.
they really are the spiders of.
I was just thinking that. I was like, man, he's running down this list. This sounds a lot like spiders, I think.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's how did they keep
Detroit?
getting
Who was
work?
that? I
That
guess
was
I'm mixing up.
No, Detroit was the what's his name studio. What's his name?
I thought that was
Emotion guy.
Yeah,
David
yeah. I
Cage,
can see.
David
I can't
Cage.
think of the name of the guy or his studio.
David Cage is the guy. They're working on a Star Wars game right now.
Quantic Dream.
Yeah,
Quantic Dream. That's
Yeah.
what it was. Yeah, okay.
And yeah, David Cage, whose real name is David DeGrotola, I believe.
Did not know that. Okay.
So
yeah, go with Cage.
His first thing, one of the first things he ever did in video games was make the music for Time Cop.
You do the Van Damme game?
What?
Yes, that is David Cage doing the music for that.
All right.
You know,
that's some claim to fame.
If you say so. If your claim to fame is a Super Nintendo game about Jean-Claude Van Damme, I might hide that on my resume.
I mean, totally would.
Oh man, remember when they made those games for one-off movies on the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo? Oh my god. Total Recall? Yep. That was a bad video game.
Judge Dredd wasn't awful, actually.
Which Judge Dredd?
Okay. The one on Genesis, not the one on Super Nintendo. We're talking about the games, or we're talking about the movies?
The games.
The movies.
The movies are fine. Like both of them are fine. I don't have a problem.
Dredd is better, but
100% it's better. I'm just saying neither one of them are like offensive to me. Like,
yeah, sure. Fine. Yeah, because I enjoyed the Sly one for sure. But yeah, the game. I remember.
I am in love.
Yeah.
Like what? I am love.
Rob Schneider was in that movie.
Of course he was. Fuck that guy. Oh, yeah, there were bad games back then. Oh, is that not the Van Damme one? Time Cop. I thought we were talking about like the.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah,
that's the movie tie-in. That's the movie.
Yeah, that's the movie time. I guess they just didn't put Van Damme on the cover.
Artwork. Yeah, they used the comic artwork because he's technically not the guy they mocapped for the game either. So
Jean-Claude Van Damme was supposed to be in a lot of stuff he wasn't in. If you remember, he was supposed to be the Predator.
Yep.
He was supposed to be in Mortal Kombat. And he finally is in Mortal Kombat now. He's in Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah, that
But anyways, that needs to be the theme. So people could be like, "What the fuck is this?"
I've not said this publicly, but I can't make the theme to the show anything except my secret thing that I'm doing.
Oh,
there is a method to the themes that I'm putting at the beginning of every episode. And it's been going since January.
I have not been paying.
Like some meta puzzle or something?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to them all. Okay.
Huh. I specifically have to look it up every Monday morning when I'm like, all right, I need a song for this week. Let me see this category. Okay, that's the one I'm going to use.
I'm gonna have to look at this. Okay. Listen, rather.
Now I've put it out there halfway through the year. What are you doing?
Anyways, listen to that Time Cop, the Washington theme. It's the only song that's worth actually saving. Also, he did do a version for the Sega CD because that version never came out, and so you get to actually hear it uncompressed. And it's not a bad track, but let's put it this way: he's a better songwriter than he is a plot writer.
What are you talking about? Emotion.
And then they will fight in the air. Anybody that's played Fahrenheit, like, what the fuck is that game, right?
Oh, it's called Indigo Prophecy. It's called
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's
I
called
liked
Fahrenheit
that
everywhere
game.
else.
But it is what the fuck
Or
is
should I
it is correct.
Defend the fucking ending then.
No, I'm not going to do that.
That beginning is so good. The beginning in the diner is so good, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, this is great. And then he's just like, forget that. I am going to do emotion. It's like, fuck you,
Brother, how about all the plot holes in Heavy Rain?
Yeah, that is
There's like 600 plot holes in Heavy
Jason?
Rain. Like what?
Jason.
Hey,
I am normal American man.
I remember the first time I
Calling
beat
for
that.
my son.
The first time I beat that game, I was like, "Well, wait a minute. What about that happened? That now makes no sense."
I wrote a linear plot and then
Gotta
put
forget
in
that.
choices to
Are
make
you sound
video
like
games, 'cause
you
they
sound
do
like
not-
one of those characters from like an 80s sitcom. Like, I see washing machine in basement.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a real person either. So that's absolutely correct. I am putting a cartoonish amount of bullshit into my not French accent just to make fun of David Cage. Correct. Thank you for pointing that out, Ken.
I am magical robot wizard. I tell you all about fun time at club.
I am sitting down at my desk because I am sad my son is dead.
Oh shit, that's so funny.
Even though I drove on wrong side of highway at high speed.
Crash into
My
SUV.
son is
They have
still
children.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is it for the show this week. So if you would like to tweet at us and tell us how offensive our accents are, you can do that at ZTGD Radio on Twitter.
Listen, I'm not insulting the French. The French deserve better than David Cage.
That's fair. At ZTGD Podcast on Blue
Hey,
Sky.
He was asked what he was asked what the console needed, and he told Sony emotion.
I mean, they put it in there.
Wait, is that where the motion engine came from? Is that?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
You done fucked
Nice.
up now.
Asshole's being asked, hey, what do you need this console to have hardware-wise? And he said emotion. You fucking asshole. And it's like, clearly he's one of those guys who, like, couldn't write in Hollywood. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Chris Roberts.
He's got like one decent game under his belt.
Yeah,
And everything else
Chris
just fucking spirals out.
It happens.
Shit. Oh man.
Or you can,
It is the war in the stars. Like,
or you can send us emails. Podcast at ztgd.com.
Wait to say.
Would you like to romance the hut?
Pizza the Hut? Hell yeah. Anyway, that's it for this week. We'll be back next week. Unless anybody has anything
There's a
else?
Dragon Ball Z fight at the end of fucking Indigo Prophecy. We are not talking about this enough. What the fuck is that game? With a piece of shit. It was a murder mystery and it was kind of fascinating, and then it turns into fucking DDR Dragon Ball Z fights.
You're right. It
Like, fuck you. Fuck you for wasting my goddamn time. And people are like, I've never played anything like this before. Shit? Fuck you.
On that note, goodbye.
Alrighty. And it goes something like this.